Hey, it's Ubu, and today we're playing more Dreamcore. I took a break from this game for a little bit after playing the officially released Dream Pools level, and now we're back and we're going to play the Eternal Suburbia level. Now, if you're not familiar with what this game is, it is a liminal space game that is a body cam style psychological horror that also really focuses on the eerie beauty of liminal spaces with non-linear levels. And also this developer is well known for making enormous maps, so prepare yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, it's developed by Montralis and it's published by Tlon Industries. Now, if you're not familiar as well, I also got to play Eternal Suburbia early. I was one of the first people to ever play the level, but I only played like a sample size of it, so I'm really excited to see what lies in store for us in the official level. And I think very soon, sometime this year, there will be the demo for the third level called the Playrooms, so that's really exciting. Anyways, if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video, I'll review the game and share my general thoughts on it. That's what I like to do, so stick around if you're interested. Anyways, we'll go ahead and hit play level. And yeah, coming soon, the third level here is summer 2025. It actually says, and then winter 2025. Cool. All right, so we got some sort of seasonal updates here, I guess you could say. Now that I've done this rambling, we're gonna hit Eternal Suburbia and we're gonna hit new game because I haven't played this. I don't know why it asked me that. New game. Being lost is the least of your problems. Patience and observation are key. And that is a true statement. Very true statement. The Dream Pools level is way, way, way bigger than it was in the demo. So I'm a little nervous to see what this level's gonna be like. Which they actually, in the recent update, also made parts of this level bigger, so. Yay! Anyways. I'm always like all over the place when I play this game, so we're just hanging out. We're just chilling. 6:43. You're also able to turn off chromatic aberration now, which I did. Okay, here we are. I haven't played this in a minute, so I'm excited to get back into this. Alright, here we go. So far, it looks like it did in the demo, or the sneak peek that I got, or whatever. So, really cool stuff. Okay, well, I think what I'm gonna try to do is just make my way to the water tower. I'm not sure how you even use the focus pointer. Okay, anyways, I pressed all the buttons I think I could come up with to use the focus pointer. I don't know how you use it. It doesn't. Oh, question mark. Water tower. Ooh, big hint. Anyways, yeah, we need to get our way over there. Which I don't know if I went... Yeah, I think I went the right way, more or less. So, the sun is going to go down at some point. Really curious to see what they've changed so far. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I wish I could figure out how to use it. Oh, well. Let's go this way. Maybe I'll mention that to them. Like, hey. Anyways, yeah, let's just go this way. It's still quiet at night, I see. Which is strange. Or make our way through this house. Very cool. I like seeing each house, you know, having different interiors. That's a weird place to put lights like that. Those are usually on the ceiling. Okay, here we go. Which way do I want to go? It's really easy to get confused here because now okay, I remember these double houses being up here from a minute ago. So let's go this way. I think it's hard to see the water tower at night. At least from the angle I'm sitting at. Okay. I think it's... Yeah, it's right there. Whoa. How do I... Ah, here we go. It is so dark in here I can't see. Oh, okay. What the heck? That was really weird. Why is that light going in and out? It's supposed to do that? Okay, if I back up, it goes out. Oh, interesting. Okay. Alrighty then. I'm pretty sure there's an achievement, by the way, for this level to literally go through every single one of these houses. What the hell? Why is a tornado siren going off? That actually kind of scared me. Oh my gosh. Okay. I did not expect that. I live in tornado-prone area, so I've heard that sound a lot in my life, so it kind of set off some natural sort of reactions, you know? Why are the lights doing this? Are they supposed to do that? Really strange. Trying to make my way to the water tower. I was half expecting something like horrible to happen. Okay, that was... I'm glad there was something different at night. That was cool. Really threw me for a loop. Also seems to stay nighttime for a long time. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Look at that. Cool. Well, the sun's kind of a funny shape. Oh. Okay. Cue the music. Right. Okay. Cool. I wonder what that means. Alright, let's see where I come out at. I think I actually want to go... Come on, let me in. I want to go this way? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. I'm a little raspy today. I figured focus pointer would be F, right? I don't know why I can't figure it out. Tab doesn't do anything, like scroll wheel doesn't do anything. I'm confused. Okay. We're almost there. Space doesn't do anything, right? I'm getting close to walls because I figured maybe you need to be up next to a wall for it to work. You can't look straight down, so it can't be on the ground. I actually want to go out a different way. Wait, is this where... I want to go out that door. I must have to go upstairs first. Go upstairs, yeah. Okay. Okay, now I need to get on the other side of this fence. Looks good. I like the lighting. Very different from the Dream Pools level. I need to get over there. I hope I didn't make this more difficult than it needs to be. So I guess I would actually need to get to that house. Or... well, darn. I don't think we can go this way. Okay, so I guess we need to take ourselves around to this house? Shoot. Well, darn. Wait. Okay, let's just see what's up. It's gonna really bother me not knowing how to use the focus pointer. I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but it's gonna bother me. I'm clearly missing something. Maybe you have to unlock it. Who knows? Need to go that way. Okay, let's go in here. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. I need to go out that door. Which must be... yeah, okay. This way. Alright. This seems like the right way. Alright. Let's see if we made the correct choice here. I have a feeling it's going to be a different door. Alright, here we go. We made it to the water tower. I think it's gonna be nighttime soon. Yeah, darn. It's gonna get dark and weird again. And we made our... I'll explain in a second. Oh, okay. What's this? All right. What is this telling me? All right, we got the key, the master key in Eternal Suburbia, and there's a painting of a door. So, we need to make our way out to the outskirts of the map. Probably a better way to say that. The edge of the map. I don't remember which way. There's multiple doors, at least there was when I played the teaser or whatever demo of this level. Now we need to... oh, it's nice and bright in here. Whoop. Make our way out there somewhere. Let's go out this door. So far, so good. I felt probably overly proud of myself when I found the doors in the demo. I was like, oh, secret. I found the doors, though, like, way before I found the key. Not a lot of running around. So far, we haven't had anything really strange happen in any of these houses. The strangest thing so far has definitely been the tornado siren going off. That was absolutely bizarre. Okay, we need to... I think we're going in the right direction. As you see some of these houses towards the edge of the map, you have these really long paths in between each other. I think we're going the right way. Let's see. I want to go this way. Look at this floor. Wow. What is a maze? Okay. Wait, where am I? This looks right, okay. Yeah, you'll see those picket fences, they just go way out into the distance. That's what you're looking for when it comes to finding a door for the key. Who knows, there might be something hidden in the houses somewhere that you can unlock. Okay, no, this is... Well, that was weird. Yeah, this is not correct. Let's see here. Let's go upstairs. And then around, and then down the stairs. Okay, I need to get out there. Yeah, you can see it. There it is. All right. Making progress through the places. Houses. From reading updates and whatnot, I expect that there is more to this level. I'm not really sure how it works, but we'll see. I think this is the door. Yep. Alright, we're gonna run ourselves all the way across this field to the red door. Alright, we're pretty much there. But let's see what's up. It's like the Truman Show. Oh my god. I didn't expect this. I just drooled, sorry. This is different. This is something I've seen in the Dream Pools level. Why is it so white? My god. What the hell? No climbing over railing. Whoa. Oh, we locked up there for a second. That was weird. What the heck is this, dude? Okay. Excuse me. I really don't mean to keep clearing my throat. It's just kind of bothering me. Plant. I didn't really expect this. Kind of weird underground bunker. Like, what the heck? Kind of cool. I like the concrete aesthetic, actually. I like that a lot. Because it's like a very, like, industrial sort of Dream Pools kind of feeling. If that makes sense. That's a flashlight door. At least it looks like one from the Dream Pools. Or a door of darkness is what I used to call it. Okay, this is weird. I kind of like this, though. So far. We'll see how I feel at the end. Really wish I knew how to use that focus pointer. Alright. Thought right-clicking would do it. No. Middle mouse button? No. Scroll wheel? No. Space? No. Oh, dude, I'm dumb. So they meant focus point literally as like something in the middle of your screen. What did I read on the update? It made it sound like you could put something on the map, but this is like not at all what that is. Okay, so you can have a focal point in the center of your screen. Okay, well, I feel silly now. Anyways, moving on. Everything I said at the intro makes no sense now. Great. Gosh. All right. Maybe I just inserted my own thoughts into what they were describing in the update, so that's misunderstanding on my part. Anyways, we're in a concrete bunker. Cool stuff. I have no idea really what we're doing in here. I assume finding the exit. Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll walk around and do this for a while. That'll be a fun time. Here's a door. Oh, look at that. Okay, can I even go in here? Oh, look at that. Sort of my approach to these games, if you didn't know, is I just kind of pick a direction and go with it. So, we just so happened to make it to that door. Restricted area, authorized personnel only. Well, too bad. I am authorized. You know who I am? I'm the guy. This is odd. Kind of looks like a hospital. With an unpleasant yellow-brown on the walls. Okay, well now it's gone. A room full of signs, street signs. Kilometers an hour. Use Imperial up in her. Oh. Kind of weird server room. This is very different than what I expected, and I quite like it. Whoa, what just happened? It's weird. I didn't expect that to loop around like that. Okay. Going up. Kind of waiting room. At least that's how I would describe it. More of a... So, what is this? Oh, look at the slide and the rules. Keep it tidy. Color guidelines. Quiet hours. Enjoy. 94. What is that telling me? Oh, it's like a little developer's room. The Argentinian flag. Whoa, this looks cool. Can we interact with any of this? Those are just computer chips. I wonder what this icon is, or this, whatever, map or whatever this is. 94. This is cool. I like this. Some dream pools. 9, 10, 22. 2, 10, 22. What's that? That's a weird speech icon or sound icon. Let's move on. Stop! When can I move? You can't stop me. Oh. I think this room is trying to tell me something. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's a red door. Oh, okay. Oh. That's an interesting journey. Oh, there are more suburbs achievement? Welcome to the neighborhood. Oh, good lord. What? Oh. Whoa. Excuse me. Try not to keep doing that. Cool music. This is weird. I like the way these houses look. Guess we'll try this door. Oh god, we're in the back rooms. Like the first house, you're immediately in the back rooms. Oh no. Like we actually are. Oh no. Is this how you get through the... Wait, what? Oh, we didn't spend a lot of time out there, sorry. Oh, little there's an exit. Alright, where does this take us? Hello, hello, hello. So there's just like little pocket back rooms in some of these houses. That's kind of a cool idea, actually. Oh, you can see inside that house. See, all these, you can't do that, at least that I see. Except for this one. Oh, okay, because it has a door on it, like a whatever. Well, that looks weird. It's like a weird reflection or something. How do we approach this? What are we trying to do? I guess we just explore and figure it out. Oh, okay. Very dark in here. Let's check out this creepy crack in the wall. Wait, is that where I came from? I think I was. Hello? Anyone there? Uh-oh. Now it's nighttime. I just wanted to run around and just kind of see what happens. Okay, another door. I don't really understand the purpose of the doors unless they just so happen to be connected to an actual exit at some point. I mean, clearly it... I mean, that would make sense, right? Let's try this one. Even though I don't know if I literally just came out of this a minute ago, but we'll figure it out. That's weird. So you get some carpet missing there. Great. Like a little wedge just popped out. This is weird. It's cool, though, because, you know, they haven't done, like, a back rooms... Oh! There's a red door. What kind of made me think about this door that I just went in was that there's, like, two different directions. There's houses. There's no way to get around where the door was, if that makes sense. And I guess we picked correctly. But, yeah, he hadn't done, like, a back rooms level, really. It's just been, like, dream pools in this level. So it's cool to see them doing that aesthetic. Oh, what the hell? Whoa! Hyperspeed! This is like PT. I've never played PT, but this is something that happens in PT. This is weird. What is going on? I don't like this. This is strange. I mean, it's interesting, but it's really creepy. I'm just going on intuition and just not really sure what I'm doing. Clearly. Oh, there we go. I'm on fire today, dude. Oh wait, this is where I started? What? Okay, I guess this is where I started. Never mind, I'm sorry, I thought that was the exit. So you can make a loop. Oh, here we go. Okay. Is this correct? That was eerie. Kind of random. Okay, now we're in the new suburbs. It says, welcome to the guardhouse. Welcome. Oh, guest house, excuse me. You're home away from home. Welcome to the guest house. Do all of these have doors? No, just these at the moment. Hey, I didn't read this sign here. Whatever that means. Caution. Oh. Okay, well, let's go this way. I like the sound of this carpet on our foot. Our footfalls, our footsteps in the carpet. Sounds cool. Anyways. So it looks like another sort of rooms within rooms kind of puzzle, like the last suburbs we just got through. I quite like that concept. It's a really cool concept. But you're not as much as running around out in the neighborhood. You're trying to just sort of make your way through these, like, pocket little pathways. It's really cool. Because I think running around a neighborhood or something would, like, the very first part of the game, like, if you had to do that the whole game, it wouldn't be good. At least in my opinion. It's a weird line there going through the floor. A somewhat comfy looking couch. It's the big ugly ones that are the comfy ones. Where are we? What's happening? If I was an exit, where would I be? Oh, right here. I'm not really sure what that even did for us, but let's see. Okay, so we popped out. Okay, let's keep going. Sun is going down. Still. I want to say we go down the street here. I could be totally wrong, but obviously that's part of the experience. Now, is that... I think that's where I just came in. It's gotta be. It would be crazy if it was just like, there's the exit. Good luck. I want to say there's going to be multiple doors to explore, like the little area we just did. Yeah, like this. Let's go through here. Let's just see what's up. Okay, is this just gonna... Oh, okay. A nice blue. I don't really like the color blue all that much, but I don't mind this blue. I definitely wouldn't put it on the wall like this. A little too dark. Where does this take us? Takes us out into another little pocket. Uh-oh. Now this one's closed in. Well, this is progress, I guess. Oh, straight across. No, I'm gonna go this one. What is that noise? I can't see in here. Oh my gosh. It's like a bottomless pit right there. Oh my goodness, this is weird. Why did it stop? I hear an elevator beeping. Yeah. Where are you? Don't do this to me. This has really high ceilings. I hear an elevator. Which could be to my detriment. Jesus, why is it so dark? Because then I'm going to get too focused on that. I think this is where I came in, right? No, it's not. I hear you. But I don't see you. Sounds like it's right on top of me. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, there it is. Damn. I feel like I did pretty good on this run. Watch it not be the end, and I'm just like an idiot. Goodbye, Eternal Suburbia, I hope. What's that noise? Is that music? Funky. I like that. There it goes. Did it find the elevator to exit Eternal Suburbia? Okay. Wow. I didn't really expect... I don't know, I've played so many of these games. I mean, I guess maybe not like a whole lot, but you can just leave it up to just random chance, obviously. I'm just sort of running into the unknown, and it just so happened to lead me to the end like that. It usually doesn't happen, trust me. I spent like 2.5 hours doing the new Dream Pools level. That place is a nightmare. This one was definitely a little bit more straightforward, but I'll talk more about that in my review. So I'm just going to review Dreamcore on a level-by-level basis, I think just in general, because they are so expansive. And then eventually, once all the levels are out and I play them all, I will give the game a final review. But I'm going to be reviewing just Eternal Suburbia today, obviously, is what we played. So I'm going to start with visuals. Visually, I think Dreamcore is very appealing to look at, and I quite like its visual appeal and its overall art direction and visual presentation. I think everything across the board, I think, does a really good job. I still think in the first part of this level, where all the houses are, some of the graphic fidelity is a little odd looking. Like there's, it's like the fuzziness of the game, like you kind of see here on the main menu. It doesn't really translate to that level very well for some reason. I guess because it's so wide open. Like, you know, some of the houses just look very smooth and clean as you get near them or look around the map. It's just sort of like a odd sort of visual. Maybe it's like almost an illusion happening. But aside from that, I think visually the game, you know, looks really good. I quite liked the change of environment throughout this level as well. I thought it was really cool to see it go from being out in the open in this, you know, big place, all these houses, to like a concrete bunker. I thought that was really cool. I very much like that aesthetic. I think I would like to see a lot more of that going forward in some capacity. And then I like seeing, you know, sort of like a hospital-like laboratory sort of thing. I've seen it described as like a laboratory, like the yellow lines down the walls. That, you know, we were there very briefly, but I liked that transition from place to place that we were going through. So visually, I thought that was really enticing, and I thought it was really cool, especially when we get to the new suburbs and stuff and everything towards the end, where they have these sort of like encapsulated little backroom sections in these houses, and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, good work there. It was really interesting, and I quite liked that a lot. Definitely a really good time seeing everything change over time throughout this level, so that was really cool. In terms of audio, I think audio is also pretty strong so far. I haven't really noticed anything with audio that's bothered me in this game ever. Nothing really to say much else about audio in general, but I noticed the main menu music is different. It used to actually have like music, but now there's like this, well, I guess there is music still, but it's like a very low sort of humming tone, and then this weird like static popping sound happening. It used to be a lot different than that, and I wonder why they did that. Maybe going forward with new updates and new levels being added, they'll change the aesthetics or just the music of the main menu. I think that would be interesting. Aside from that, I really liked the random tornado siren that happened at night in the first part of the level. I thought that was strange and caught me off guard, so I thought that was an interesting little way to mix up the tone. Also like all the weird sounds that we come across going further and further into the level, like when you first get into the concrete bunker, there's like this loud rushing wind sound because of just the giant space that you're in. And as you explore throughout, and the weird running through the fast red hallway, that was really eerie, you know, interesting sound design there. And then when we get into that house that has like a bottomless pit in it, that was a strange sound as well. So sound throughout, you know, was pretty solid all the way around. I don't have any issues with it whatsoever. I very much like the attention to detail with how your footsteps change depending on the material you're walking on, like concrete or carpet or whatever, grass. All that worked really well. So audio is pretty strong across the board. No complaints from me, at least off the top of my head. In terms of mechanics, the game is pretty straightforward. If you're not familiar with a game like this, it is mostly walking around and exploring, which I always try to give liminal space games their own sort of credit when it comes to not just being referred to as a walking simulator. Some games get unfairly treated with that term, unless the game itself describes itself as that, which does happen. Games like this, liminal space games especially, the whole idea of a liminal space is to be in a strange place and to explore it. So, mechanically, I think the game works really well, especially in this level, where the change of environment, the strange liminality, and unusual familiarity that you feel in these spaces becomes really engrossing and very immersive and very interesting, at least to me. And I very much like how this level, like I said earlier, changes up the environment quite often, especially if you, I guess, get as lucky as I did, finding the red doors and progressing through each of the zones, I guess, as you want to call them that. Overall, mechanically, I think the game, especially this level, did really well. I had some complaints about the Dream Pool's official level, because once you get the flashlight and go down into the basement, that it becomes like almost insufferable from how hard it is to, at least for me, it was really difficult for me to figure out how to get through that. It took a really, really long time, and it got really taxing to get through. I think even if I got lucky getting through this as quickly as I did, I think I much prefer the semi-linear approach these levels took, where you go through just like little, you know, pocket back rooms here and there. Obviously the first part of the level takes a while to get through because it's just so wide open, but once you get past the first part of the level and get into, you know, the bunker and et cetera, I think all of that, I think, works really well in terms of pacing, and I think mechanically the game is a lot stronger in that capacity, rather than having just like an endless freaking labyrinth like the Dream Pools did. Now, the upper part of Dream Pools, where you're upstairs before you get the flashlight, I think is really well done, but with the way they expanded the bottom part of that level was rough for me. But anyways, a bit of a tangent, but I'm just saying I very much like the approach that this level took and the way they did it, and I think it works really well. Of course, it all depends about what you're really wanting out of a game like this. I don't mind exploring and getting through and seeing all these different places. That's what I really like about the Dream Pools level, and of course this level is just what's going to be around the corner. What's in this next room? What's in this next area? It really fascinates me, really intrigues me. I want to see. And I'm really into the idea of what the developer's vision of something like this is, and I like exploring that. That's why these games interest me so much. So just wanted to point all that out, that I think this level is just a little bit more enjoyable for me personally. Obviously, I got through it pretty quickly, but anyways. In terms of story and concept, there's really no story in this game, but conceptually, I very much enjoy it. Like I mentioned before, I like seeing everyone's different takes on liminal spaces and whatnot, and just game design in general. Not just liminal space, but the liminal space games have their own sort of unique, strange feeling about them, especially seeing so many different people have so many different approaches to them. And I like what this developer is doing. I think they're doing a good job with this, and conceptually, I think the game works really well. I like the idea that they do have a focus on large maps, and that is sort of a characteristic that they go forward with in their development process, and I think that's really cool. As they make more levels and hone their craft, obviously they'll get better at it, and I think what they've started out with so far, and since the beginning, and the, you know, original Dream Pools demo, I think they've come a long way and done a really good job with the concept that they want to stick with, and I appreciate them doing that. I think that's really cool. Stick to your own vision, and obviously, they're open to feedback, and they do a really good job with that as well, but I do appreciate that they're all in on what they want to do, and I think every developer should be that way. So even with reviews like mine, I never try to imply that you should change your game just because of what I'm saying, but my feedback is still there just in case you need it. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the playrooms coming up, and also, you know, their future levels, because like I said, conceptually this game is really fascinating, and I really enjoy it. In terms of performance, I think performance is fine. I do notice once we get to the bunker and further on in the game, or in this level, excuse me, there are some weird like pop-ins still and some hiccups here and there. Like when we first got down to the concrete bunker, the game kind of locked up for a second, which I thought was weird. And then from then on, there's some like weird hiccups here and there throughout, like where it hitches going through doors or something like that. And I just think that it needs to be smoothed out just a little bit, but there was nothing that really stood out that broke my immersion or anything crazy like that. It was just like, whoa, that was weird, you know? So performance, I would say, is just okay across the board. Not a big deal there. Anyways, my final judgment for the Eternal Suburbia level of Dreamcore is, I would say it's very good. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more, I think, than Dream Pools, and I really like the Dream Pools level, especially the upper part of that level, but the second part of Dream Pools, like, really took it out of me. Maybe it was just the day, or how I was feeling that day or something, I don't know, but I really enjoyed the way this was. I was able to get through it in a, I think, reasonable amount of time, even if it was lucky or whatever. And I thought, you know, it was really well done. I like the change of pace. I like the environments. I like the overall vibe. I think everything in Eternal Suburbia that I experienced was really cool. And I'm sure there's a lot of secrets and strange things that I missed. Of course, I will potentially return to these levels in the future and play them again. But hopefully the Playrooms demo comes out soon, and we'll get to play that, because I'm looking forward to trying that out. That'll be a lot of fun. I would almost even wish I don't go back and change reviews, but I almost would bump down the Dream Pools maybe one tier on my scale, just to have this officially above it, because I just think this is a better level overall so far from what I experienced. But you know, that's just the way things go. No big deal. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this level? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? Do you just want to say hi? Let me know what's up. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything. Go play this game for yourself and form your own opinion. And tell the developer what you think about it. I'm sure they'd really appreciate your feedback as well as mine. Also, if you haven't played this game yet and haven't bought it, the game is actually going to be cheaper before the additional levels are added. So once all the levels are added to this game, the game will then have its final price point. So the sooner you get in, the more money you save in the future. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget, the pale moth is always watching.